right, well, knuckle up when y'all are ready. Your contestants. Come on down. All right, we got Dosperado in purple, and we got FloodWall in red. Because FloodWall is a Sith.
Good luck.
And only Siths use red plasma. Dosperado, why don't you come to your sand sails? Come down from your fan sails. So long now. Ooh, very nice block coming from FloodWall there. Couldn't do those on the EU server. Ooh, and Dosperado, they're taking first blood.
Nice. Not if we played on the new server yet, have we?
The new server. Dos has been playing very well lately. I played against him a couple times. He's doing good. Nice block. Dosperado getting a second point there. As soon as I look away to try to update the score, he's getting more. Okay, there's FloodWall's first point. He's on the board. That's half the battle. Dosperado getting another point. My goodness. These two are playing very aggressively, not really messing around with trying to do bounce shots. I say right as FloodWall does a bounce shot, but mostly just throwing them directly at each other. Maybe one bounce off the wall if they're feeling fancy, but nothing too fancy here. Just two guys throwing dodgeballs at each other in virtual reality. Dosperado taking the first point. We're going to round 2. Excuse me. Oh, definitely going to be getting some water after these two matches. Again, nothing too fancy, just business for these two dudes. They're just throwing them right at each other. That was a nice block coming out there from FloodWall. FloodWall getting a little bit fancy with the bounce shots, and Dosperado returning them when he sees them. But other than that, they're really not looking to give the other one a strike advantage. FloodWall getting up to 10 strikes here up on Dosperado. Ooh. You know, it makes it easier for you to hit your opponent, but it doesn't guarantee you're going to hit your opponent. For sure. Ooh, very nice bounce shot. He's using. See, and once you get more strikes, getting more strikes is even easier. He's increased his lead from 10, or he's increased his lead from 5 to 10 strikes now on Dosperado. Dosperado doing a good job at keeping up when he can, though. But he needs to actually get those strikes. He's throwing the ball out, but he's not being terribly accurate with it. But he made it work in the first round. He can make it work in the second round. And again, once you hit 20 strikes, that doesn't necessarily favor, you. Minimal returns, but your ball gets very fast. Both FloodWall and Dosperado getting up on the board here. Excellent. Yeah, accurate and fast. Right down the center. I call it rapid consecutive punches. Just when you're not focusing on doing any sort of fancy thing, you're just building up strikes. And Dosperado has sadly been unable to get on the board. FloodWall's doing a really good... Okay, well, there we go. Up on the board strike-wise. It was 7 to 0 strikes. Ooh, and FloodWall getting his second point there. Still playing to prevent Dosperado from getting too many strikes. And while he's trying to rack up his own. Ooh. Nothing terribly fancy to comment on here. Just raw aim and seeing how fast you can get the throw out there. That was a good bounce shot from FloodWall. Those are the sorts of things you can start doing once you get your strikes up high. Ooh, and that was also a nice curve. So when you reflect your opponent's ball, sometimes, if you're looking to build up strikes mostly, you want to try to hit it in such a way that it's going to hit a lot of walls on the way back, trying to extend the extend the time for which it's going to take for your opponent to get their ball and thus their shield back. So If you see them trying to slap the ball towards one of the inside walls near them, that's why. I'm also going to make sure that I don't time out here. There we go. Dance. Dance for him. And those throwing them straight at each other, having to duck out of your opponent's ball, sometimes as it's heading towards you, is probably one of the most exhausting ways to play this game. So both of these two are not only showing off their skill, but also their stamina. Just pure and simple. Especially if they end up going to round 3, they're going to be going to that round 3 tired. Dance for CCP, dance! Dance as tribute to the servers. FloodWall. 13 strikes and counting on Dosperado. He's got to make something happen here. But you know what? Tiring out his opponent is making something happen. So we can't discount that coming out from Dosperado. He may have. Oh, and there's the last point for FloodWall. Yeah, I was going to say he might be down, but that doesn't necessarily mean he can't do anything. And you know, number of strikes helps you get on the board, but does not ensure that you get on the board at all. Final round. Who is going to be heading to the loser circuit? Next, once we come back from our break after that, well, I think after the next match, is where losers brackets really going to start coming into play, where the people in losers bracket are going to have to play 2 matches in a row, basically. So, if these guys are tired now, they're going to be getting a little bit of a break, but not much. That was a good reflect coming out there from FloodWall. Ooh, and a very nice reflect. He's really not letting Dosperado get many strikes. He is establishing a no-strike zone, and he gets a point. And you can do that when your strikes are high enough. Just tell your opponent, you're not going to get any strikes today. You're not fast. Gotta go fast like Sonic. Ooh, nice curve there from Dosperado. Alright. Again, nothing terribly fancy to comment on here. They're just building up strikes and dodging each other's throws. Pure focus and skill. Dosperado's hitting those just a little bit high. Second point for FloodWall. He's in a tricky position. He might be heading to the loser's bracket tired. And that ain't gonna favor him. But he still can get this back. Oh, he got one. Wait. CCP, are you in chat still? I need you to work on these effects for when I'm streaming, so don't mess up. No excuse, I guess. Trying to. A shoddy craftsman always blames his tools, I suppose. Oh, gotta make sure we don't cut out on this one. Speaking of which. Who's giving me? Well, my friend is trying to call me right now. I'll call him back during break. Dance for CCP, dance! Yeah. FloodWall getting up to 13 points. Nice. Oh, and there's the point. FloodWall needs just one more to bounce him into losers. Ugh. Control on your wrist. Okay. I'll try to do this. We'll see. We'll see.
Good dodge. Good dodge.
Feel that in the morning.
I don't have to commentate. These two are funny on their own. Oof! Dosperado getting his second point there. He's still, even though FloodWall has 11 strikes on him, he's still in this. It's one double-double away from a win.
Good game.
Good game, man.
Well played, man.
And FloodWall takes the win.
Good game.
Sorry about that, y'all. That was an important text message for me to take. Whoop. Great game, y'all. Great game. People in chat were cheering for you. Go ahead and look at it when you get out.
Hey,
That was a rude way of putting it, I suppose.
good games.
When you get out.